Victoria producing the program last night at PNC Arena. It was just another day, another win for the Carolina Hurricanes and goaltender Spencer Martin. Find the lie. Never lost. As our friend LeVar Ball once said, never lost. Said that on national television. It was brilliant. Spencer Martin joins us on the Adam Gold Show. First of all, thank you very much for doing this on an off day. Because I know that there was no practice and no media availability, so I'm sure you have better things to do than talk to me. So thank you very much for doing that. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
I am fascinated by just the way this has turned out. You start the season in Columbus. We all know the waiver situation. Carolina claims you. When this whole thing started, did you think at all in terms longer than tomorrow or the next day? Well, walk me through how you looked at this opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I honestly I didn't know exactly what to expect, but as a professional, I've kind of gotten used to just going one day at a time, and my first couple of days here were extremely fun. We had the mom's trip, and then we went on the road, played that game in Boston, and then, ever since then, just kind of been taking it a day at a time and really enjoying being welcomed into this team and this culture here.
I spoke to you, I think it was before the game against Arizona, before the break, about that whole thing. Like, all those moms knew each other, right? There's a lot of familiarity. And here we are, it's your first game. You'd only been around for a handful of days, and your mom was thrust into that. You might be kind of conditioned to, these situations, but I don't think your mom is. How was that like for her?
Oh, actually, I think she's been in every, fight or battle of my hockey career with me, so she's well seasoned as well. So we really embraced it and had fun with it. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind of a season. But definitely enjoying it and staying in the moment has been the most important thing, I feel.
I would imagine you would have to, because we all know the numbers game. That's what's in so many ways being on a pro, whether it's in the National Hockey League, the NBA, NFL. You look at the roster can only have so many players, and Carolina's got 4 goalies, right? One of them is on the injured list. One of them is hurt, which is why you were brought in when Pyotr Kochetkov was injured. He was dealing with a concussion. And so we know at some point things have to change. But did you allow yourself at all to think that, well, I could do this and stay? Or I'm just fascinated by this whole dynamic. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, you're definitely aware. As a professional, you understand that, especially coming to a team that's this good, there's going to be, a ton of, they've built a team that they have tons of options, and they have, a nice stable of goalies and defensemen and forwards. So, everybody's in a situation where they're, just trying to chip in and help the team, whenever your number is called. So just taking it, like I said, it's a cliche, but just taking it a day at a time and kind of, just making sure that I prepare myself for any type of situation, so that if it pops up that I get a chance to play, then that I'd be ready. So, just getting to play the last few days has been awesome, but I've also enjoyed every day here as a Hurricane. So yeah.
You went 24 days between starts. Between Boston and Vegas was 24 days. Yes, there was about an 11-day break for the All-Star game and a bye week. How have the guys been welcoming to you? How have they made you feel at home?
I think it's been really, really special. I've been to a number of organizations now, and a lot of them have been fantastic and made me feel a part of the team. But I really can't. I would say that Carolina, more than any other, has just made Me and my wife feel extremely happy to be here and welcome. And, that kind of stuff starts off the ice, and then it makes you just that much more motivated when you get a chance to play with them. It just makes you feel like you're playing with your brothers. And, I've only been here a month, so saying that may sound a little odd, but I really do feel like I'm playing with my friends out there, and it makes you that much more motivated.
Who was the first guy to reach out to you?
Well, my sister and brother-in-law are really good friends with Jalen Chatfield and his girl, and so we had that connection. And then from there, Jacob Slavin, leader on this team, kind of brought us under his wing, and I can't really say enough about how he's played a role in making me feel confident and comfortable here. But also, it's just really everyone. This dressing room is really energetic and enthused, and fun to be around every day. And they've brought me right into that.
So you did you know Jalen from Vancouver, because you guys were both with Vancouver at one point?
Actually, yeah, I did know him from the past, but it was my brother-in-law, Jonah Gadjevich, who plays for the Panthers. He was with Utica and Vancouver at the time that Chatty was with Vancouver, and so I got to meet him both when we played against each other. They were really good friends on that team, and then in the summer I got to meet Chatty as well, and loved him. Kept in touch with him even when we weren't playing together, but so getting to come here was a special chance to play with somebody that you're already buddies with.
And you mentioned Jacob Slavin. It's hard to find a better human being, honestly, than Jacob. And what's it like to play behind him and watch him do his thing on a nightly basis?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, he's literally, I look up to him, as a man too. He's pretty outstanding. And then on the ice, he's also, as good of a defenseman as anybody in the league, right? So that's pretty awesome. And I can, even in my 3 games, I can count, handfuls of plays that he's made really, really simple that are tough plays for, a defenseman and a goalie to handle. And so I appreciate him on the ice as well.
Spencer Martin is joining us here on the Adam Gold Show. Carolina goaltender, 3-0 as a Hurricane. Where are you? Are you still in a hotel? What is the? I mean, I hate to pry. We're not going to come visit you and bring you, I don't know, a covered dish or something. But are you living in a hotel? What's going on? What's the life living arrangements like?
Yeah, I'm just still posted up at the hotel. So. Yeah, coming to you live from the hotel room, but we're making the most of it. We've kind of turned it into an apartment and doing our best with that. So, but the Hurricanes have made us every accommodation as easy as possible since we got here. But we're still in the hotel for now.
So what do you do? Like today, you don't have practice. There's no media. I'm sure there were meetings or whatever, and people got treatment. So what was today like? You guys, you're not just kicking around in the Best Western. What's going on?
Well, had a good sleep in today because we've had quite a bit of travel, and then all of a sudden I played 2 games, and so I felt like it was a great day to get some rest. But I was just texting some of the guys and asking them for golf course recommendations. I've been out to the Duke course and played there, so maybe I was thinking about possibly playing 9 holes tonight. But like I said, it was a really nice opportunity to rest up and then get ready for some tough opponents coming up.
Yeah, I'll give the Washington Duke Inn a recommendation. That's 5 stars right there. States Golf Course is also good. If you haven't been out to Lonnie Pool, all 3 universities have great tracks here, and so the golf here in the area is probably pretty good. So if anybody is listening who can hook Spencer Martin up, by all means, let's get him out to wherever you want to play. Look, I thank you very much for all of this. It's been fun to watch. I mean, I don't know what happened in Columbus, but I hope the Carolina Hurricanes can continue to take advantage of how well you've been playing. So it's been a blast. Keep it going.
Well, thank you very much. It's it's been just as fun on my end, and especially playing at PNC yesterday, and just getting to experience the crowd from the ice. Pretty special thing they have going on here, and like I said, every day has been extremely, it's been a blessing for me, and I'm enjoying it for sure.
How was the surge?
Well, I was happy that nobody called me out, but my timing was off on some of the claps we do, but I'll hopefully get more opportunities to work on that. And just what a fun culture to join.
Yeah, they certainly do have a good time. Pyotr, by the way, about hockey, your poke check yesterday, and I thought it was fitting because I think Pyotr Kochetkov is. I think he might have a patent on the poke check at this point. And then he also loses his stick a lot. So I thought it was a pretty cool tribute to Pyotr that on the poke check, your stick ended up in the corner. Did you do that on purpose and then just nod towards Pyotr just to say, I could do that too?
That's funny, actually. I was thinking to myself, I was watching how often he, pulls it off and how good he is at it. And I was thinking to myself, the reason I don't poke check as much is because I don't like poke checking my teammates in practice.
Right.
So just gets a little bit confrontational. So I'm like, yeah, but when I just kind of did it out of reflex yesterday, I went into him after the first period. I was like, dude, I'm picking up from you a little bit there. And I think he understood what I was saying, but something that I don't do as often as him, but happy it worked out.
Quite effective on Joey Anderson, and I look forward to seeing it more. Spencer Martin, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You got it. Spencer Martin here on the Adam Gold Show.